I told it to.
Okay, you guys, I'm back. I don't know what happened because this is the good phone that I'm using, so I don't know if it's the weather. Who knows? I got full charge, so I don't know. But when you hop back on, say hi. Anyway, I'm just going to keep on talking. So, when we went thrifting one time, we went into a store, and this was sitting on a shelf. Only this piece right here was also down here. So it was like a big yellow flower. It was yellow then. That had this little shelf on it. So you could just, I guess, hang it on the wall, sit it on a coffee table or whatever and set something on it. But as soon as I looked at it, because I saw this, I thought, oh, that looks like turkey feathers. So Rodney actually took the other half off for me and left this on. And this weekend, it was a real bright yellow. So this weekend, I took some brown spray paint that we have that's supposed to have some kind of texture to it. I don't think it really has a texture, but, and I just sprayed it. I see now that there were some places that I missed, so I'll have to touch it up. So anyway, my thought was that I would use these leaves to be the tail feathers and overlap them, so it would be real heavily done. And then I had Rodney get me some gourds so that I could make his head out of some gourds and then his little whorl or wherever it is that hangs down, okay? So Rodney helped me today by cutting me out. This is going to be like the head, and this is the beak. And then this part is going to fit in here and hang down and be the little warble thing. And we're going to glue this right here for his head. And then he's going to have leaves all up behind him. Okay? So, I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to glue this part into the head. Am I going to do that first, or am I going to paint it? Let me see. Maybe I'll paint this part first. So let's paint this. You know, this is usually kind of a red color, maybe reddish orange. So let's take some cherry red. Carly just left. And put some spiced pumpkin with it. So basically this whole project, except for the little wood part, is going to be things found in nature, which I think is pretty cool. All right, so I've just got my two colors right here in my plate, and I'm just going to dip my brush. I'm not going to mix them up. I'm just going to dip my brush back and forth, and go over this gourd that looks like it has warts all over it. Did you ever find out what this kind is called, Rodney?
Nope.
They smell just when you cut the inside. Rodney cut it for me today, and I got all the seeds out, and they smell just like pumpkin. And the seeds are just like pumpkin seeds.
I think pumpkins and squash and gourds are all kind of the same family.
Yeah, I think they are too.
I'm not finding you on here. Are other people on there?
Yeah, there's 4 people.
Okay, good. I'm not one of them.
You know, Crafting and Cruising?
No.
Okay, y'all, I'll show you in just a minute.
I was just on my own page, but
Well, that won't work if you're going to be on the comments.
well, it worked pretty good before.
Oh.
But then it didn't come back the second time.
So, y'all, I'm already missing that gorgeous campground. It was kind of sad when we left today. There weren't too many campers left. And there was a sign when you pulled out that said, "We love our Locke family. See you next year." That's kind of sad.
But the good thing is where we are now is it looks just about the same, except without the river. We've got the pretty trees and nice remote area here.
I tried to take some pictures on the way home because y'all know I love the leaves in fall. And it's really been slow going around here. So on the way home, I saw some real pretty leaves, but it was hard while I was driving. Hey, Joyce Hall, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Tell me how your grandson is. Joyce's grandson has appendicitis and was in the hospital. Okay, it's going to take a minute to dry these. So what I did, y'all, Julie Bishop, my sister, how are you? When Rodney cut these gourds for me so that I could fit them together, I brought them out here to the motorhome and I turned the oven on, but the lowest it goes is 350. Hey, Nanette. So, I put them in there. They kind of shrunk a little bit, but I was trying to get a lot of the inside dried out because we figured it would probably fit together better if we did that. Now, my next question is, here's the head. And it got a lot darker as it was drying out, but it still has a lot of green and yellow. And then the beak is kind of orange, which I want the beak to be that color.
Joyce said came through surgery fine, doing good.
Good, good, good. So do y'all think that I should paint the head like black or dark brown, or just leave it the green? What do you think?
I'll let you know.
Okay. So I'm going to dry this a little bit. Then what I'm going to do, instead of putting this together totally right now, we're going to go on and start applying the leaves and let this dry, because it took quite a bit of paint to get down in all these little bumpy areas. Just fascinating to me when I see stuff like this. Like, how did God come up with all this?
Nanette says leave it.
Leave it? Okay. Yeah, so like I said, other than the wood piece, all the feathers and the head and the little warbler thing are going to be natural. I even have some little acorns and some little pine cones. If I need to put around there, I can.
Sandy suggests making it brown, and Joyce says leave it. Julie says it looks like a bloody stump you're working on now.
I know it does, doesn't it, Julie? That's gross. It's gross. Julie, tell me how your husband's doing. Her husband was at a plane crash, landed in the water, and survived. Okay, so let's set that to the side, and now what I'm going to do is bring the leaves over here closer to me so we can start applying them. And I'm just going to apply them with hot melt glue. If I really wanted to be good and make sure it stayed permanent and all that, I would use a different kind of glue, but
I think for a leaf, hot melts is good enough because the leaf itself will tear if you get anything stronger.
okay, so here we go. I'm gonna have to lay it down flat like so, and I'm gonna start getting some big leaves, and I think I'm gonna mostly cut off the little stems. Take some hot melt.
Now here's the question. Are you going to start at the top and work your way down, or start at the bottom and work your way up?
I'm going to start at the top because I want them to all overlap. So, I need to start at the top.
Julie said he is good physically, but our head need some work. Our head needs some work. Okay.
But our head
Getting
needs
help
some
and
work.
taking lots.
Getting help and talking lots.
Talking.
Good.
I guess I should learn
Good.
to read.
Okay. Doesn't look like much now. But don't panic. I just can't even imagine what that would be like.
Mentally, we need work.
Mentally, yeah. I get that. Totally. I don't love to fly anyway, and if something like that had happened to me, I just don't think I could ever fly again. Let's see if I have a big orange one I can put in the center.
You mean a UT one?
Huh?
Said the big orange, that's UT.
Big orange. This is what I told y'all the other day when I was talking to you about waxing them. See right here where it has some of that white? That's where when I held it up out of the wax, I didn't let it shake off enough. And so it dried kind of that milky white. Since I'm doing it on this, I'm not worried about it, but I did learn my lesson that time. So when I was doing the ones at the campsite, I made sure that I really let them, let the excess drip off of them.
Sharon Halverson says hello to you and me.
Hey, Sharon. So where I'm putting hot melt glue on this, it's coming through the wax a little bit on the leaves, which is fine, no big deal. And I'm just using different kinds of leaves. I'm not trying to be fancy schmancy here.
We had a lot of maples. There were a lot of maples on the thing where we were. So I think cottonwood.
If y'all didn't see my video I put on there from earlier in the week, the people in the campsite across from us literally had their entire area covered in lights and inflatables and in hands and arms and oh, thank you, Julie. It was creepy stuff, like really creepy stuff, but I can tell you this much, they spent a lot of money on it. So our friends, we had friends camping with us, and it was just so, the weather could not have been more perfect. It was so peaceful to sit out and watch the barges go up and down the river. There were some big barges going up and down that river. And we had a campfire every night, and we, grilled and fixed dinner with our friends. And then Joyce, who's on here, she and her daughter and granddaughters came over one night and
Had a burger
ate
with us.
with us, and we just had the best time. It's just,
And I think everybody in the campground was, with the rain coming, and it was the last day when they were closing down the campground, everybody was glad to get on the road and get home before the rain.
but it's just fun, y'all. When you're there, I've never been nervous, like being there if Rodney has to leave and go do a job. I've never been nervous at a campsite. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. I don't mind being by myself, and because it's like everybody looks out for everybody. Okay, Rodney, read me some comments.
Julie says, wish you could come to the Nutcracker class in San Diego.
I know. Well, I would have almost definitely been there had she not changed the date. And I know she couldn't help it. That was the hotel that wanted her to come at a different time. So I'm not upset with Debbie at all. But I really was going to try to come. But we're going to be leaving a couple of days after that. Rodney and I are for Antigua, and that just would not have given us enough time to get back and regroup before we left for Antigua. So I'm definitely planning on going in April if I'm lucky enough to be one of the 60 people to get a spot. So I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss being with you guys. I know you're going to have a blast. I've been to that place with her before when she did an event. And had the best time. I've been to Nicole's, and it's beautiful. And Nicole is a fabulous host. And I think I heard y'all are probably going to go see Mara, so I'm real jealous about that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, we're almost through with the first layer. Isn't it gonna be cute? There's so many things y'all can do with these leaves. What else interesting do we have to tell them, Robbie?
No, but it reminds me when we were in school, and probably in elementary school, and we had to make a leaf book. I had to make another one in college, but we'd go out together at Leaves, and we would just press them in books. But nobody thought about waxing them like this. That would have been a good idea back then. But even when we did that, I pretty well knew most of the trees that were on our farm. So, I've sometimes I get into areas where they have trees that were different than I grew up with, so I don't know what they are, but
He can identify most every tree. We'll be walking, and he'll go, Lisa, what kind of tree is that? And I'm like, I don't know. Sycamore, maple, elm, cottonwood. He just starts naming them. And we've got a lot around our house, y'all. We live down in the valley, surrounded by woods. So
yeah,
we've
when our
got
kids were
tons of trees.
in school and they had to make a leaf book or something like that, all we had to do is walk up the driveway. We could get, probably
True
20
statement.
different kinds of trees just going up and down our driveway.
True statement. And also, along with that, they had allergies. Lots of the trees and the grasses.
Julie said this would be pretty with feather also.
It would. Oh, Julie, that would be gorgeous. Ooh, that would be so pretty.
You want me to go out and kill a turkey so you can get some feathers?
No.
There's probably some poking around here in the woods about now.
No, I don't want you to. Okay. I think we are. I want to put one more down here. So I'll make sure I get it all covered, and then we can go to the second level.
I could probably find where Cody's already got one and just get the feathers.
Yeah, probably so. Or one of our dogs. So, do y'all know what tomorrow means for me? The day after Halloween? Who's gonna guess?
That's a pretty one.
It is pretty. I love these dark dragons.
Day after Halloween. Oh, I know what it is.
I know, but you can't play. You know. Who else knows? Somebody here.
2 weeks after your birthday?
It is 2 weeks after my birthday. That's a correct statement too, but it's not the right answer. Not the answer I'm looking for. Let's put it that way.
Will you
Y'all,
get
I
trick
hate
or
this.
treat kids?
Not staying up.
No, we don't get any
No,
trick or treaters.
we're so far off the beaten path.
We used to sometimes get our grandkids when they would live nearby and come over, but now nobody comes down the hill to the spooky old house down at the hill.
And we got two granddaughters that live with us, but one of them's in college and one of them's in high school, and I think they're kind of, over the whole trick or treat thing. They would love it if their grandmother would go out and buy a bunch of candy and give to them, but I'm not going to do it. I like this one. I'm going to show y'all this, and it looks like a heart. See that one? Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Julie, what is the weather doing in Utah, girl? Y'all getting snow yet? I'm going to be so jealous when you start posting about all the snow you're getting. I'm likely just to to fly out there and knock on your door and say, hey, I'm here for a little bit.
Julie says so. They ding dong for beer and wine.
Ah! No. Not this house. We're not going to let them have beer and wine. One of them's just, she'll be 16 in like 3 days. And then her sister is 19. So, I won't be getting that. But I don't know that anybody's going to be trick-or-treating around here this year, because it's, y'all, it's so weird around here, because some years it is so daggum cold on Halloween. You have to literally dress in layers and cover up your costume just to go out and go trick-or-treating because it's so cold. And then we've had other years it's like stupid summer.
Judah says snow in the mountains, cold down in the valley.
Where are you? Are you in the mountains or the valley? If I come see you, I want to go to the mountains.
I think she's in the valley, my guess.
I'm going to go to the mountains. These are still kind of breaking a little bit if they're not laying flat. So keep that in mind. When we used to go to the beach when I was a little girl, my parents took us to Panama City every year for years, and then we went to Mexico and all that. And we would always want to go out and find shells. And she lives in the valley. Okay, and
She's a valley girl.
as Valley Girl, Valley Girl. My sisters and I would go out and we would, find all of these, to us, beautiful shells. And we would bring them up and be so excited to show Mom and Dad, And Mom would go, well, that's pretty, but if I were you, if I was going to collect shells, I would only get the ones that are perfect, that don't have any damage, any places like, broken out of. And as a kid, we were like, Mom, that just hurt our feelings because we were proud of our shells. There's also a lot of spiritual lessons that can go along with that whole broken shell.
Julie said she would be sending you some good pictures soon when it
Julie.
starts snowing.
Can I just come there?
And where does she live?
Utah.
Utah?
Not Utah, Utah. That's what Liz says.
I love Utah.
Not Utah, my friend Liz says. My friend Liz Doyle of Liz Doyle Beauty that I've told y'all about before. Some of y'all have started following her. Thank you. She went to a convention in Utah one year, and she got cellulitis in her face. Y'all, I have seen pictures. It was horrible. Oh, it was awful. So, she's decided that, even though it wasn't Utah's fault, that Utah's not for her. So she'll say, not me, Utah.
Mm. I've been all over Utah. Got some neat places there. I just asked Julie what city she's in. We'll see.
Okay, y'all. Not gonna take too many more layers. Of course, I've got glue strings everywhere.
You'll have to kind of
Look at all this, y'all. It's crazy. It's like a Halloween spider web over here with all this glue stuff. Ugh.
I'll have to kind of finish up here at the bottom with smaller leaves so they wrap it up nicely.
Thank you, honey.
She's the
I wouldn't have known.
holiday suburbs of Salt Lake at the mouth of canyons.
Sounds beautimous.
I usually fly into Salt Lake City for wherever I'm going out that way, if I'm going up to Yellowstone or going down to Arches or Bryce Canyon or those areas, or even Park City, if I took you there, didn't I, Lacey?
You did. Y'all hear the rain? I'm sure you can. How could you not? Instead of being less, it's more. But we need it so badly. Okay, Ron, you're gonna have to look up a joke or something.
Julie says they have a house in Sun Valley, Idaho, too.
You do?
Sun
Fun.
Valley, I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure where Sun Valley is. I've been to a few
fun.
places in Idaho, but not as many as a lot of other states.
Idaho, not Idaho. Good one. Is Barbara Poston not on here? I'm surprised. Or Deborah Jed?
Oh, Sun Valley is pretty.
Hey, Julie. Now, Roddy's going to be wanting to come see you.
Yep, Sun Valley.
Julie came here to see us, y'all, when Debbie Rick was in town. She and her husband were out here for a concert. And she got in touch with me and said, can I come? And I said, absolutely.
Oh, Sun Valley's not that far from Yellowstone either.
And I think that was the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, Julie, that you and Debbie had actually met in person. Is that right? I think it is. But, you know, in that group, we all feel like we've known each other from birth, I guess. Coming right along, y'all. Coming right along. Okay, so let me talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, about 3 hours from
Yellowstone.
Boise.
From Yellowstone.
1.5 from Twin Falls.
Been to
3
Twin-
hours from Yellowstone.
Been to Twin Falls too.
Tomorrow, I will be in my first Craft 30 Marketplace sale on Craft Around the Clock. My time slot is from 2:30 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will be on Craft Around the Clock's page. I will not be on Crafting and Cruising page. I will be on my business page on Craft Around the Clock. So you'll see me as Crafting and Cruising, not Lisa Sauer. So here's the deal. We have each creator has 30 minutes to sell however many items they want to sell. So what I'll be doing is showing you an item with an item number, a description, the size, and what I used to make it, things like that, and the price. Every person that wants to buy, and I'm not the only one selling, y'all. It starts in the morning, and every 30 minutes there will be somebody different selling. So you will see lots and lots of really cool creative crafters, okay? So you need to plan on being on there early. I will post it again, but I posted it earlier before I went live to tell everybody about it. There's a link to a purchaser form that you have to fill out before you can buy on the Craft 30 Marketplace. What it does is it asks for your address, your email address. I don't remember. There's not much it asks for. But what that does is makes it so much easier for those of us who are selling to be able to get your contact information. Tracy does these sale days once a month, and once you fill that form out, you don't ever have to fill it out again, because then you're in the database. So what you'll do is, if you're on there and I'm selling something and you see it and you like it, then you would say sold and the item number. The first person, probably that Rodney sees, because he'll be doing comments, the first person that he sees that says sold and the item number will win that item. Now remember, just like on anybody else's auction, y'all, you're always going to see your name come up first, okay? This is not an auction, this is a buy it now, okay? So the price, when you're given the price, will not include shipping. That'll be additional. And then I will reach out to you through PayPal invoicing and let you know how much you owe. The other reason for filling out the information ahead of time then is that all of that is in the database, so that before you ever get invoiced or ever hear anything from me, I'll already have it figured out how much your shipping is, because I'll have your address, okay? So you have to make sure that you've done that before you can buy from anybody. Oh, look at this. Pretty. Really cute. Now, do I have any gaps? Yeah, I have a gap. A couple of places up here that need smalls. So you fill out that form, then you won't ever have to fill it out again. So if you come on in a month from now to one of the marketplaces and you want to buy, then you've already filled the form out, so you're good to go. I think Tracy is going to leave commenting open until about 8 o'clock Central Time Sunday night, so that people who can't be on live can come back and watch the replay. And then if there are items still available that don't say sold, then they can go in and have a chance to buy too. And then once she turns off commenting, we can still see who bought, but nobody else will be able to comment after that point. So, I have the link listed. It's also in my stories. It's a Google Doc, so you would just go in and fill out that Google Doc, and then you're good to go. So please look at the times that I have listed on the flyer on my story, so you can get on there and support all the other creators who are going to be on there too. You'll see every kind of style imaginable. I suspect there'll be a lot of Christmas stuff, maybe some fall stuff. I've got both Christmas and, I think I just have one thing fall. I've got Christmas, and then I've got just what I would call some general things that aren't necessarily seasonal that I'll be selling. So just make sure you put the sold and the item number. That's all you have to do. Don't put decimal points, don't put dollar signs. Just put sold 127, whatever the item number is. And the first one that Rodney sees will be the one that wins it. Okay, I was just filling in a few little gaps. Now we got to start on his head. One more time.
It's looking good.
Sweet. Love it. Love it.
Looks pretty good, like a big bouquet, even without the turkey on there.
You know what? I may put, let me see where the head is going to go exactly, because I may want a few more down by the neck area just to make sure.
Can you add them in later?
Maybe, but once it's glued down there, it might be harder. I'm going to put a few more down here just to have everything filled in. And that'll be good too, because I got extra leaves and use them.
Let's see what everybody's saying here.
See if you can find a couple of Halloween jokes to tell us, Rodney.
Halloween jokes.
Since I didn't come dressed up. Or if anybody else knows a Halloween joke, tell us on here.
Who's that?
That's a reminder of the meeting coming up. Jen's group. Time for Jen's group to be on. Have I got a Halloween joke? What does that say? Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's cracking and cruising. Woo, it's getting rainier and rainier, you guys. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I remember that song that was popular when I was growing up, Spooky. Pretty on that goes. All right, Rodney, what?
Well, having to navigate these advertisements. Let's see, why don't skeletons fight each other?
Why don't skeletons fight each other? Somebody gave a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up.
I'm going to read 3 jokes. And see
Okay,
if
why don't skeletons fight each other? Does it have something to do with bones?
No.
I give up.
They don't have the guts.
They don't have the guts.
What do you call a witch's garage?
Hey, Barbara, there you are. Oh, good. You brought Braden home good. What do you call a witch's garage? Witch's garage.
This is a pretty good one.
What do you call a witch's garage? I know.
I'm not looking at comments because I'm reading jokes.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. Is that Carly or is that a white card? That's not Carly.
White card. Probably a delivery. We'll let them deal with it.
Let's see. The broom closet, Barbara says.
That is it. Room closet.
Barbara, did you look that up or did you know that? Now be honest. Tell us the truth. Did you really know that? What's your next joke, sir?
I think that's some of Macy's friends.
What's your
Let's
next
see.
joke?
What do ghosts use to wash their hair?
Oh, they're probably going trick or treat somewhere or something. What do ghosts use to wash their hair? Ghosts? Barbara says she knew that. Thank you for the 5-star rating, Barbara. What do ghosts use to wash their hair? Ghost. Blue something. Blue. Shampoo.
Shampoo?
I did it! Shampoo!
All right. Why was the mummy so tense?
Why was the mummy so tense? Well, it can't be like that wigwam teepee joke, so. Why was the mummy so tense? You may know? Okay, I'm going to start putting this together.
He was all wound up.
Oh. He was all wound up. Okay, let's see here how we're going to put this in here. I'm going to have to put a lot of glue. I think I may have to build glue up around here. What do you think, Bonnie?
Yeah, but why don't you put it there where you want it and make a mark, so because it's not everywhere that needs it. You got a marker?
Sorry, y'all. It's getting louder and louder.
You just have to talk louder and louder.
Okay, what do you mean? Where I'm
So
at?
where you want it in there? Is that how you want it, or you want it like this? I think that's going to be pretty good.
Okay, yes.
Okay. And you make a mark. That's going to be a good marker.
Well, that's
a
okay.
terrible marker.
Okay, so it's right there.
Just build you up a little bead all the way around.
Okay, y'all, hold on. I don't want to come away
Oh,
with
you know, that must have been a delivery person, because you know what they did?
What?
They laid a package on the back of my car out in the rain.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dumbest.
So, whatever it is getting around.
Y'all, what is wrong with people? You can call Jan and tell her around there, man.
The person who's not here.
Jan's not here? Y'all. He was tied up in knots. Y'all are so good with these jokes, and I'm so not good with these jokes. My dad had so many jokes. I mean, he was like a walking joke book, and he never forgot them. And he could make a joke last for 20 minutes, I'm not kidding. And it would be funny, like it wasn't, you didn't want to go, hurry up, get to the punchline. Like wherever, anything he was saying was just funny, you know? And he would just make it go on and on and on. But, and I used to be better than I am now, but I don't remember them very well. Okay, now y'all come up with a joke. A Halloween joke. I'm just holding this like this. See, this is his head and his beak and this little warbler thing, or whatever it's called. Waddle, warbler, whatever it is. Okay, so somebody else come up with a Halloween joke for us. So I've been making a list of all my items I'm selling. I think I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 or 19, I think, items to sell in 30 minutes tomorrow. So I'm going to plan on being on there myself most of the day watching, even while I'm getting ready for mine. I might just find something I need. Okay, now let me see how this is going to fit. I think he's still going to have some more. I think he's going to have some more leaves, y'all. Hold on. Need your assistance, Mr. Seiler, MacGyver, to get this on here. I think I need some more leaves just to make sure all this is covered.
All right. We'd be filling this in for you.
Well, did you not think it was filled in enough?
Except for that big hole right there.
Well, does that matter? It's going to be back against it.
Oh, that's up to you. You're the crafter. What do you need my help with?
Sure, go on and fill it. Helping me get him on there, the head on there and lined up. Okay, now we have him covered all the way down here.
So you're going to be gluing to
Like
leaves.
that, yep. Okay. So now MacGyver, show us what we need to do to his
Are you
head.
going to paint eyes and stuff on him?
Not right now, I'm just going to get that on him.
Okay.
Okay. So where does that go?
It's up to you. Whatever looks good to you. We'll put it all the way down. Maybe put it right there.
Okay.
So, how about all this? Getting it to stick in there with it.
That'll be all right. Okay, let me put glue on the...
Let me see how stiff this is. You need to cut your little place out there to get down to the wood. Well, you can glue it to those, don't you? I got a feeling his head will fall off.
No. I don't know that I can get all the way back down to the wood. You should have told me that before I started gluing everything to the wood.
You don't like me to tell you stuff like that.
That is not true. Man.
You got any Band-Aids? Yeah, you're getting there.
I'm tearing all this.
Stick them.
Dadgummit.
Get the hell new leaf back on top. Turn over a new leaf. It's got some serious wood on top of it. There's a wood, doesn't it?
Well, that's where the little center part was. Now he's naked. Yeah, he's gonna have to have some more leaves in here.
Yeah, you can do that easy. Just looking right around him.
All right, y'all.
Put a big bunch right on that back side there. Glue him up good. All right, it's gonna go in the flat right there. I think the flat's in the center, right there. Going down. There you go. That's some glue.
I got it. I got it.
Push the bottom button. There you go.
Okay, we need some more jokes. If somebody tell me something cool going on.
Fortunately, the package in the rain wasn't too bad because it was a plastic bag. Let's see here. What do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire?
Snowman and a vampire. What do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire? Snow van, bam, bam, man, bam. I give up.
Frostbite.
Frostbite?
Frostbite.
Frostbite. That's cute. Okay, now I gotta put some more leaves in, y'all.
How do you fix a broken? This is a really good one. How do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern?
How do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern? Broken jack-o'-lantern. Something about carving?
Nope.
How do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern? Anybody? Golly. These things. Nobody's guessing. So I guess you're gonna have to tell us.
Use a pumpkin patch. I think it's pretty good.
Pumpkin patch. That was pretty good.
What is a ghost favorite dessert?
Ghost favorite dessert. I give it.
Ice cream.
Oh, it's so funny. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream for ice cream. So, you know what? I don't think anybody figured out what tomorrow is.
Maybe they don't care.
They better care. Who knows what is significant about the day after Halloween in the Seiler household? Barbara Poston, you should know.
It's both good and bad.
No, it's not bad.
For me, it is.
It's not bad. Barbara Poston should know. Watch the comments, or I need to see if she gets it.
All right. I'll get back on Facebook then.
You're supposed to stay on there when you're a comment reader.
I know that I was doing jokes.
Did she get it? Barbara, did you get it? Come on, y'all know. He's so cute.
He was tied up in knots. That's an older one. I don't think anybody's commented.
Now look. Joyce Hall got it. Ding, 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 ding.
Decorating for Christmas.
Yay, Joyce. Winner, chicken dinner. Not winning anything, but
That looks pretty good, at least.
you like him? Okay, now, what does a turkey's eye look like? Can you find me a picture of a turkey's eye?
I can.
So, y'all, I really didn't have many leaves left over. Look. This thing was full. There's one more right here. Time to put this old Halloween hat away. I could have worn that on my head tonight. Okay, so, are they black, white? What color are they?
It's like the rude black.
Why did I think they had some red in their eye? Do we need any of these little
Red eye, red eye.
codes anywhere?
Their eyes are almost black, see?
Yeah, they are. But they're
But
going
you-
to have a little white.
But you can make them
so
whatever
you
you
can see it.
You can make them whatever you want to.
Because I'm the artist and I'm in charge.
A lot of their, in most
All right.
cases, their eyes look very dark.
I got some black paint.
A lot of them have some blue around their side of their eyes like this.
Oh, yeah, they do. All right, let's
Blue
see. if
fading
we
to
can-
gray.
Now, this
And their
will have to have
eyes-
some big kind of eyes.
Their eyes are not on the direct sides of their head. They're more, look mostly forward. And not like people, but
Here?
closer.
Like on the, right here? Or on this side over here?
Well, here's a good example right here. In that case, they are kind of on the side, but they're a little forward to the sides. Yeah, right there.
All right, I'll show y'all in just a minute.
They're ugly when you get it close like that. Look at this. Ugly.
Y'all have wild turkeys around your house? We do sometimes.
Yep.
We'll probably start seeing them if the dogs don't chase them away.
Lots of times in the fields around here, you'll see 20 or 30 in a group in the fall like this.
Okay, so I need to put some light blue around the edge of their
And
eyes.
a lot of the face is gray, so it goes blue to gray.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna paint their face. They tell me to leave it natural.
Yeah.
But I can put some blue and then put a little white speck in the eye.
Yeah, you could have glued a half an acorn on there for the eye.
I could have.
But I like that.
I think these are all
Pine cones?
pine cones.
Yes, they are.
So I don't know where the acorns ended up.
Well, here's the top of one. I don't know, they were rolling around on the floor.
Oh, I threw those little bitty ones away that were up on the counter.
Okay.
Okay, let me see what blue I need. I think I need this blue with a little bit of white. Okay. Are you decorating for Christmas yet, Lisa? Barbara, you got it. It's starting tomorrow. Okay. The boxes, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are already in the living room. That's why I got to get the rest of those mystery boxes out of there. It's taking up too much room. Okay, so let me see now about putting some blue around the eye mixed with some white. You're missing some comments, Rodney.
The turkey blend in with the natural habitat real well, but that blue is kind of odd because there's not that many blue things in the woods.
No, it's kind of weird that they have this blue around here. Hold on a minute, y'all, and I'll show you. The head is trying to come off of the little warbler thing, too.
Need some more glue.
What?
You need more glue?
Probably. Oh, man, I just got black in the blue.
I'm not seeing any new comments lately. I think I've got an up-to-date view here.
Okay, let me get some more white. I will be decorating Barbara. I'm so excited. The thing I don't like about it is I have to really get like my living room clean before I start decorating. And, you know, like dust and vacuum and all. Well, I'll vacuum after I finish, but I have a lot of wood stuff in there, and I'm not a real good house cleaner, so the dust kind of piles up in there. So I need to get all that done before I start putting decorations out. So that's not fun. I don't like that part. Okay, I'm not crazy about this blue on here.
Paint over it.
I may just take that off. I don't like it. Even though they have blue around their eyes, it looks goofy. I never gotten close enough to a turkey to see blue around his eye.
Usually the time we see them, they're in the pot. Or thawing out in the sink.
So how do y'all cook your turkey? Does anybody on here deep fry it? Do you just bake it? My brother-in-law used to deep fry. It was so good. I I typically don't like turkey. The only turkey I really like is ground turkey made into burgers. I don't like turkey at Thanksgiving.
Well, there's a good reason for that.
Why?
Because usually there's a big old plate of ham sitting next to it, so why eat turkey when you can have ham?
No, I don't love ham either, but I just don't like the taste of turkey meat unless it's ground turkey. We had ground turkey burgers at the campsite the other night, and I loved that, but I wouldn't give you a nickel for turkey at Thanksgiving. Okay, well, we're just going to leave his little eyes black like that. We're going to put some white spots in them in a minute. You can't hardly even see them on the
Sandy
right
cooks her
but-
turkey in a crock pot.
Oh, that's it, right? Didn't you do that when you were running recently?
Yeah, we did that with Carly and I did it a couple of years.
Yeah.
That way you can just put all the stuff in there, and I just take everything in the kitchen, put oranges, apples,
He does.
all kinds of stuff in there with it, put the top on it, and usually I go ahead and take a lot of the bones out of it ahead of time, so that more will fit in the crock pot, and sometimes get maybe 2 crock pots going. So what we used to do was cook them. We would put them in a big, like a 4 or 5 gallon can, and heat them up on the stove till they were boiling, and put all kinds of stuff in there with it, and then wrap it up in blankets and leave it for 24 hours, and then everything would just fall off the bone. Haven't done that in a while.
Okay, I'm putting a little white speck in his eye just so you can see his eye. Except I don't think I like that either, because he looks weird.
It's going to be hard to make him not look weird with his head made out of
It
a
is,
gourd.
but what I'm probably going to do is let this dry, and then once this dries well, I may go around the outside edge of the black with some of the light blue. I know y'all said don't paint his head, but I'm wondering if this yellow on his head needs to be painted like a brown, or even the black.
Yeah, someone said brown earlier.
I think the thing that's bothering me too is his little warbler thing is just not hanging down far enough. It should have been down further under his neck.
Well, we can cut another piece and you can append it down there.
And I don't know what I'll put on this little tray right here.
That's your gravy bowl down there. Sandy says he's so cute.
Thank you, Sandy.
Good centerpiece for the table.
The leaves turned out well. I'm going to see what happens if I just maybe... I'll take some of this burnt umber and dry brush a little over that yellow on the head.
And you may have a little too much white in his eyes because he looks like he's like laser beams coming out.
Too much white in his eyes?
Yeah, a little too much. Usually just a dot to...
I know, but you can't see anything of this black from a distance.
Maybe you should, like you say, outline them with gray or something.
Let me put a little more black on them.
Yeah. That's why you got that big old thing of paint over there.
Oh, it's got too much water. So all the fall stuff has been taken down in the motorhome now. And I really don't think I'll put a lot of Christmas stuff up because we don't have any more camp outs. So I'll probably just decorate in the house for Christmas. Okay, those are smaller now. Okay, I was going to do this burnt umber on his head a little bit, but just not real thick. Maybe kind of dry brush it. Let's see if I can just get a yucky paintbrush. It's not a big deal. Cheap old paintbrush. Okay, let's see. Just because that yellow is so yellow. And this will help cover up this hot melt glue back here holding his head on too. Next Saturday, y'all, I'm going to be in the vintage and all things vintage and thrifted event with Craft Around the Clock. she only has a few spaces for people, and so what she does is the crafters that are in Craft Around the Clock let her know if we want to be included in the wheel spin to see if we get a spot. So if y'all have been in that event before, you know that on Friday of next week, there will be crafters selling their stuff every 30 minutes. Kind of like what we're going to be doing tomorrow. How do I do that paint? Oh, kind of like what we're going to be doing tomorrow.
Are they selling their stuff at the end of what they do, or just stuff in general?
No, on Friday, it's simply a sale.
Oh.
So they'll be getting on there and doing just like I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And then different people on Saturday will get on there and do crafts. And so that's the part that I'm included in. And we only have 30 minutes. And the idea is to use something vintage and or thrifted. See, I put that on his head a little bit. Vintage and or thrifted with a Christmas theme. So, but that's Rodney's high school reunion day, and it takes us a couple hours to get there. And I think are they starting at noon, or did you say 10?
I think noon.
Okay, so I think I took the spot that is 8:30 to 9 Central Time next week, which is early for me too. But I was very fortunate to get in because she said she was going to draw 10 names on the wheel, so I wasn't in the first 10. And then she goes, "Okay, let's do 2 more." And I was the last one that got in. So I've done that event. I wasn't in the last one. I don't think I got chosen in the last one, but I was in one before that. And it's just a fun event. And it goes on, like I said, the sale on Friday and then the crafters on Saturday. So it's a lot of fun. So make sure that you mark your calendar. I will be putting things in my stories and post on my page. Don't forget, the sale starts tomorrow in the Craft 30. And don't forget to go to that link that I will repost in a little while so that you can go and register and be a registered purchaser. Okay? All right, y'all. So I'm not going to put any blue on him right now. If we can find another bumpy gourd like that, we may add to his little whatever hanging down under his neck. I think he needs a longer. I think it needs to come on down here. So we may be able to add to that. And then I will put some blue around his eyes just so the black of the eye will pop some. But that's what we got for today. I really appreciate you all coming on here and being a part of Crafting and Cruising, and hope you will share us with your family and friends and invite them to join us. And
if you're getting out on Halloween, watch out for the trick-or-treaters.
Please, please, please watch out, and please be careful. And I will see you guys, I hope, tomorrow. Like I said, my slot's 2:30 to 3 p.m. Central Time, but please come on and support my other fellow creators who will be on there selling their stuff. So I appreciate y'all. Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.